away by the tit. It's the clip for calling clicks. I'm all in, so I'm bound to trip. Flip my product like Mickey D's cheeseburgers. More like a waffle, how these fees get served. As I bend the block, yes, I beat the curve and pass broadcast. But the baby seems absurd. I'm the mission for that cheese on the first and third. I'm living that glove life like I'm six and bird. With young buck on the team, we gon' bleed them birds and lock down the whole city with that biggest Persian. B and C is the click I claim. There's the D's is the chick I game. Way heavy when I spit that game. Have mommy taking me on shopping sprees when she dished that lame. Yeah.
Good morning, Roses. I am Tarot King the Prophet, back with another Crown King Tarot presentation. About to do a 3 oracles reading for you this morning. All that is where I take one card from 3 different decks and I create a forecast for you, one story for you. Hopefully it resonates. You know, if it doesn't, then pick another one. I do have multiple of these. You can go down to the 3 oracles playlist and find you a title that maybe suits you. You know, maybe it'll get you there. All right. Anyway, I've already said my prayer. So I say start these out with a card from the Damon Tarot deck. This is the deck that I used to do my fortune cookie for my roses. All right. You guys are my roses. That's right. 3 are all roses in my eyes. You know, beautiful to look at, very pretty. You know, come with thorns. You know, so you gotta handle a rose very gently. You can't just run through a rose bush, tear your ass up. You know, you got to take your time with roses. Take your time getting through that rose bush. You know, you guys are my roses. You know, and a rose by any other name, still a rose, right? All right, Stolas. Stolas is our fortune cookie character for the day, Roses. The divination behind Stolas is focus on accurate appraisal and search for true worth. Focus on accurate appraisal and search for true worth. Accurate appraisal and true worth. That could be on anything. A house, car, yourself. You know, it could be anything. But focus on accurate appraisal and the search for true worth. Moving on to the Moonology Oracle deck, which is also where we get our number for the day. Numbers, however it works. That's where we get it from. All right. Give me a few wraps. See what's going on with it. All right, here we go. Bring love into the situation. New moon in Aquarius. A repeat from last week. We can't even do a show without having at least one repeat, right? New moon in Aquarius. Bring love into the situation. 2, 6, and 8 is the number today, Roses. Bring love into the situation. New moon in Aquarius. Aquarius is all about progress and modernity. Modernity. I can't say that word. Modernity. Modernity. So this is the time. This is the time to move forward. The new moon in Aquarius card means no looking back. Change is on its way and it could come quickly. Whether you get the change you want depends on whether you believe you can have it or how much you're relying on others to bring it to you. This card comes with the suggestion that you may need to do things independently on your own, but be loving, not too pragmatic. Time may be of the essence when this card comes up. Aquarius energy has an electric feel to it. Certainly, there is a sense that you need to let go of the past and move towards your future as soon as possible. Roses, the attuned to the moon is explore the idea that it's not what you know, but whom you know. Explore the idea that it's not what you know, but whom you know. Moving on to the Black Moon Astrology deck. Let's see where Harry already married. I keep on picking up the little place. Man. Why do I keep doing that today? Take this off my thumb. Killing my thumb today. Oh, this made me feel like I'm about to pull an Aries or Uranus card or something. Let's see. First house. I knew it had to be something that had to do with you personally. This is first house, the body. First house is about a lot more than the body, but it's about the physical you. It's the line that your ascendant lands on. You know. So it's about the body, but it's about you. First house, the body. It's our first time getting this card too. I like that. I am not the perishable body, but the eternal self. Ramana Maharshi. I am not the perishable body, but the eternal self. Ramana Maharshi. Move ahead with confidence. You are rising. That's where your rising comes in at. The first house in astrology begins with the ascendant, or your rising. The astrological constellation rising over the eastern horizon at the time the chart is cast. In the natal chart, the ascendant represents the moment you were born. Like the sun and the moon and the first house is one of the most important parts of a horoscope. The first house represents your physical appearance, how your body works, and where your strength and weaknesses lie. It is the beginning to everything. The first house is also the mask that everyone else first sees. Although the first house is the house of self, it is also the persona you project. It is how you relate to the world first. You know, back in some centuries ago, when they asked you what your astrological sign was, they weren't talking about your sun sign. They were talking about your first house sign. Mine would be Scorpio. But these days it's like, okay, well, it's my sun sign, so I'm a Capricorn, but I'm actually a Scorpio rising, and that's what they usually meant back in ancient times when they were asking you, hey, what's your zodiac sign? If the first house card represents itself, if the first house card presents itself in the reading, it means you will be feeling your own strength. Although it may feel natural just to take over and assert your power, you may need to pull back some. Try not to control or dominate certain situations, as this could backfire. More positively, people may feel comfortable now with you as their leader. They won't mind following your lead. It is important that you don't abandon your goals now out of boredom. Presently, you will start things with great gusto, but you must follow up. You need to finish all that you start. The first house shows your image. So how you come across to others is of utmost importance now and bears greatly on your success. Perhaps you may opt for a new look, and indeed, this can have a bearing on how successful you will be. Since this house opposes the seventh house of partnerships, it is a good omen regarding relationships of all kinds. It can mean relationships are about to mature or become more serious. Marriage may be on the cards, or it may mean you are transitioning into a better place concerning other people in general. As the first house is about your physical body, it's important you pay attention to your health and the signals of your body is sending to you. Your body is your ultimate container, the first place your soul passes into. The first house card also speaks of beginnings and starting anew. It implies it is time to honor your gift of being distinct. It also suggests a position of leadership. When this card turns up in the reading, it may be time to defend something of value to you. When this card comes up in the reading, it may be time to defend something of value to you. Let's talk about self-value and perception, and perhaps your reputation and authentic self, or your chosen life path. You may be challenged where you must stand by your convictions. You could have conflicts with certain authority figures and thus need to go to some extra measures to keep a cool head in any given situation. This card marks a period of being tested or challenged and indicates who you are and who you will become. Whatever is amplified in the surrounding cards will indicate what must soon be faced and met. All in all, the first thing to consider with this card is how healthy you are and your stamina. Then your role as a leader, or just you as a person who is about to start something significant. Always look at surrounding cards to determine what comes next quite directly and unexpectedly. All right, Rose. First house card in brief. The physical body, the head of the circulatory system, fluctuations in blood pressure, health regimes, bodybuilding. Hey, I did that this morning. Working out. Improvements in physical appearance, your attractiveness, presentation before the public, the self, the concept of I am. What's that? Aquarium? Is that Aquarium? I don't know. No, that's Aries. I am. recognition and reputation, personal strength, vitality, defense in battles, challenges, being singled out, mannerisms, getting upset, feeling excited, working on your own without help, realizing a dream that is yours alone, a solitary path, issues brought forth from early childhood, destiny in the making. The corresponding tarot card is the Fool and Wildwood Tarot, which is what I use. It will be the Wanderer. All right. The key ideas are appearance, the subject of your question, the way you come across, beginnings, new projects, new starts, the body, the face, you show the world. That was just like so easy to just like, okay, well, this is going to be the snap kind of card. You know, I know I said Aries and I know I said Uranus, but they both deal with putting yourself first, putting you first, being number one, taking charge of yourself. Same thing as the first house. Stolas was focused on accurate appraisal and the search for true worth. Bring love into the situation. Explore the idea that it's not what you know, but whom you know. It's not what you know, but whom you know. Do you know yourself? You know, all these right here is about self-perception. All these are about self-perception and the image that you show the world, that you give the world. Today's the day about determination. You know, not saying, oh, I'm just putting me first. Not just putting you first, but the action that goes behind that, the progress, the success that comes behind just putting yourself first. You know, I could be like, oh, it's all about me, and just sit and do nothing all day because it's all about me. That does not change the fact that does that progress. In some sense, it may. You know, it might be bring a sense of peace. It might have me, you know, in my center or something like that. You know, but that's not the progress that I'm talking about. That's not the action that I'm talking about taking a lack of action. I'm talking about getting out there and showing the world who it is that you are, showing yourself who you are, not necessarily showing the world, but showing yourself. And as you show yourself who you are also showing the world who you are. You feel me? They're showing you, I don't know, maybe it's a sense of being judged right now, you know, and maybe this time it does matter of how you're being judged. Maybe that determines your success here in this near future, or maybe even just for today. You see what I'm saying? Regardless if it's for today or tomorrow, do you, not only do you, but do the best you, be the greatest you that you can be. And I would always encourage that, you know, but sometimes you need a break. Sometimes you need to just chill and be the best of not being me right now. You know what I mean? That type shit. But today is not that day. I can't even say what day. It's the beginning of the week. But still, I don't want to say, I don't put no time stamp on that. But it's the very, you know, it's the start of something new today, you know, and today is, we just got into, I don't want to put time stamps on it, we just got into the spring season, you know, and it's time for that spring cleanup. It's time to clean that ass up, get out here and boom, be very dynamic, be very dynamite, and also take care of yourself. This card right here being about the body as well. Take very much concern into the aspects of your health. You know, just keep a watch on things that's going on with you physically, mentally, spiritually. Hell, your spiritual health is just as important as anything else, you know, but you do have to know yourself. You do have to, knowing thyself, man, is just one of the most wonderful things in the world. It's so easy to progress and move forward once you know yourself, because one of the things that we try to figure out day in, day out, no matter how old we are, is what's going on with me, what's wrong with me, or what's right with me, how am I, you know. And in this situation, you kind of create the yourself by getting out there and being dynamic, you know, doing what it is that you want to do. It's not time to stop on any plans right now. It's time to complete everything that you've started. Everything, but doing one at a time. Start at the first house, okay? Start there, and then just go. But completion, guys. Completion, all right, roses? All right, well, there you have it. That's my reading for you today. I am Tarot King, the Prophet. This has been another Crown King Tarot presentation. Make sure to like, comment, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. If you want to get notified, hit that notification bell. It'll let you know when I upload videos, when I go live, whatever. I haven't done any of that in a while, but I'm gonna get to it, man. Y'all kick it with your boy. I had some weird little Jew going on, so I ain't wanna pass all that shit off, you know. I'm only human, man. I ain't Superman. I got issues too. You know, it ain't necessarily bad issues or anything like that. Just regardless of what it was, I didn't want to pass that shit off to y'all. For real. So, but I'll be back on here doing all these bigger readings later with my little deck and my big deck. Alright. Anyway, y'all tap in, holla at your boy Tarot King the Prophet, Crown King Tarot presentation. Pound LP, love, blessings, light, and peace.
Can't stop, won't stop, get it.